Hi, I'm Tom Moore. I'm the Executive Director for the Society for the Increase of the Ministry, SIM. My wife is a priest. I am a clergy spouse. When she answered the call to go to seminary, our shocked teenage daughter said, "You mean you have to pay to serve God and His church?" The answer is yes, and that's true for all seminarians. Seminary education costs have gone up like all other costs, but the resources to cover these costs have not kept pace. Many of our seminarians tell us that they spend almost full time raising money to cover theological education expenses. It's like a politician raising money to cover the next campaign and unable to serve the people. We don't want our seminarians hindered from serving the church in their vocational journey. It's a big problem. And how do you solve a big problem? Think small.
When I left seminary, I did not leave with seminary debt, and it made a huge difference that I did not have to think about seminary debt.
We did not talk much about the cost of education in those days. Again, the cost was fairly low. There were some substantial subsidies from various dioceses, and I was not even aware that many of the students took on significant debt in those days at all. That was not something we talked about in the 1960s.
One of the reasons I was attracted to Seabury is a place where I felt like I could get a job as an organist choir master, and that would be a significant income stream. That, with the support from my diocese, my wife was employed, I was able to meet the demands of financial education, of financing the seminary education.
I was fortunate the first year of school to have a job, and that really made all the difference in the world. But at the end of that first year, I lost that job and was really stuck. To the grace of God, I was given a grant by the Society for the Increase of the Ministry, and it guaranteed that I could continue to go to school.
I was delighted to get that check from SIM. It's a big boost.
Receiving the first check from SIM was a huge relief for me. It helped me pay for all my seminary expenses. I went through a lot of financial sacrifices to get to seminary. I sold my home and so on. And I needed more money to get through the year, so that was one relief. But to have Father David Cobb come and meet with me and to ask me how I was doing and to care about my formation as a priest was just as meaningful to me and just as helpful as the money.
You have to sort of make a list of all available scholarship funds. You might contact your diocese, you might contact different, if you'd like, ethnic ministries within the broader church, and you might look for funds for specific things, so you do have to. There's a wide spectrum that you have to look through to search for funding. There's no just one source of funding.
I found this scholarship, the Eastern Star, which is a chapter in Minnesota that I didn't even know about, with the Masons, Chamber of Commerce, the Institute of Sacred Music here, and I'm still applying for more this fall.
First rector I worked for used to joke that in their heart of hearts, the laity don't think that clergy pay taxes. And I think the same thing can be said about seminary tuition. In the heart of hearts, I'm not sure people realize that seminarians pay tuition and a good deal of it.
Some folks say that seminary education is a luxury because it's so expensive. I think there are many things that are very expensive that are not luxuries. If a child is born and needs huge medical care at birth, that's very expensive, but it's not a luxury. And I feel the same way about seminary education also.
We're interested in planting churches, we're interested in growing the church, we're interested in reaching out to new people, and we're full of fire, we're full of energy. I don't worry about the dwindling resources of parishes because I believe in the widow's mite. I believe that by reaching out to a higher number of people and asking for smaller amounts, we actually spread the idea of stewardship.
And I would like to see SIM today continue to be a part of seminarians' lives, not only in continuing with scholarships, but also to make seminary debt a thing of the past.
You've heard from priests that went to seminary a long time ago. You've heard from priests that went to seminary a couple of decades ago. You've heard from a current seminarian. Times have changed, resources have changed, costs have changed. All have gone in a direction that has created a great disparity for seminarians and for seminaries. It may seem like an insurmountable problem. It may seem like one that isn't going to end, but keep on spiraling to a greater and greater disparity. But we have a solution, and it's a very doable solution. That solution is the 1857 Circle of Friends. 1857 stands for the year of our founding. 1857 also stands for a very manageable way to contribute to the future of the church. $18.57 a month. If 5% of Episcopalians, just 5%, join this program, we would not only cover tuition for all Episcopal seminarians, but we would also go far beyond and cover other costs as well and create an endowment to ensure the future of our ordained leaders. You can join the 1857 Circle of Friends by going to our website and go to our Donate Online page. Click on the 1857 Circle of Friends. Fill out the information, sign up, and in a very easy and pretty painless way, you will change the future of our church. Thank you for watching this video. Our seminarians, as well as SEM, look forward to you being our partner in this great venture.